Developing now, the man accused of stalking Sandra Bullock in court today, listening as those 911 tapes were played. Oscar-winning actress in panic mode that night, calling police as an intruder roamed through her Los Angeles mansion, frightened and sobbing.
I can't hear anything. I'm locked in my closet. It's a safe door. It's shut, so I can't hear anything.
06, 42 and 29
seconds. And tell me, I saw the guy go upstairs into my attic.
Scary stuff, and that is not a movie. That's real life. Hello, everyone. I'm Ty Hernandez in New York. The actress telling police on those tapes that she was hiding in the closet after actually seeing the intruder in her house. Joshua Corbett is now facing burglary and stalking charges, accused of breaking into Bullock's Bel Air home last June. He has pled not guilty. ABC's Candice Gibson has been watching this preliminary hearing, and he joins us now with more on this story from Los Angeles. Hello, Candice. We hear hey, how you doing? We just heard a clip of that 911 call that Bullock made to police. What else did the actress say in that call?
Well, absolutely, it was compelling evidence that was entered into the court case today in this preliminary hearing. There was at one point where we heard the actress saying that she initially thought it was wind blowing, and then she saw the person. At the time, she was asleep, so you can just imagine, Ty, how startling this must have been. It was a 15-minute tape that was played. Of course, there was a little bit of a timestamp for the 911 dispatcher, so it was difficult to make out, but what we did hear was absolutely compelling, and you could hear the fear in her voice.
And we do want to play one more clip. You hear, well, rather, the actress here is knocking on the door to her bedroom, and she tells the dispatcher she isn't sure who it is.
Someone knocking on my door right now.
06,
Someone knocking on my door right now.
59 seconds. 06,
Okay.
42 and 09 seconds.
Okay, it's done.
06, 52 and 19.
So that's the actress, not sure who's in her home, how dangerous that intruder is. What else can you tell us about what Corbett was doing on the night he's accused of breaking into the star's home, and what was his motivation, according to prosecutors?
Well, it's not clear exactly what his motivation was, but I'll tell you that there were several police officers who testified earlier this morning at the hearing and saying that by the time they got there, they could hear him saying, "Sandy, I'm sorry, please don't press charges." And they found him allegedly with a 2-page letter addressed to Bullock, as well as magazine clippings with photos of the actress that he had with him. Apparently, at the time, he was not armed, but police did go to his house, which is located about 30 minutes away from Bullock's house in Hollywood Hills, and found, according to the cops, just an arsenal of weapons, and they also charged him on holding illegal weapons. Okay.
Now, she lives, Sandra Bullock, that is, in a multi-million-dollar Bel Air mansion. How could he have slipped past security, or how did he, and how did he get into her home?
Yeah, that's the question that many are still trying to figure out. There have been some reports that he may have scaled the gates. I'll tell you, it is a fairly secure building, because as you listen to the 911 tapes, you can hear that the cops themselves had a difficult time getting in. Sandra Bullock trying to get them into the through her gate and into her house, and had a difficult time at first to get them in. Somehow, this guy was allegedly able to make it there, and police believing that he was there upwards of 5 hours inside of her house before she even noticed.
Wow. Will Bullock be taking the stand in this trial during or testify at all in the hearing?
Yeah. Not during the preliminary hearing. It's a one-day hearing. It's supposed to resume any moment now here in L.A., but it's not expected that she's going to take the stand, at least at this point.
All right, so we're at the point of the preliminary hearing. What happens after that?
Okay, well, you know, the way the legal system goes, we expect the judge to say whether or not there is enough evidence to hold over Corbett for trial. But you heard that 911 tape, and you had the testimony from the police officers, some compelling evidence earlier today on this. So we'll see what happens next.
All right, ABC's Candice Gibson live in LA. Thank you so much for that report.
Yeah.
And you can keep up with this story in real time by downloading the ABC News app and starring this story for exclusive updates on the go. I'm Ty Hernandez in New York.